Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is lauryneamanda and this is my beauty space. So today's look is going to be all about back to school makeup. Everything in this video that I used was from the drugstore, or you can get it at an affordable price. I wanted to be conscientious about that because I know a lot of you guys going back to school don't have a lot of money to be spending on products. So yeah, I wanted to be aware of that. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Wow, it's been a minute. So I'm going to start out with my face and I'm going to prime using the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it all over my face. This is really good at, like you said, filling out and smoothing out texture. You can see it's blurring the pores on my forehead already. I really can't believe people are already back in school. Just got back from my mission trip to Poland, and while I was there, people at home had already started their first day of school. That's crazy. Next, I'm going to be taking my eyeshadow primer. It's from e.l.f. and I'm going to be putting it right where my smile lines get bad. I've been doing that recently, and I've been seeing a real difference in my smile lines. Next, I'm going to be trying this trick that I've been seeing going around YouTube for a while. Jackie Aina introduced me to it. I'm going to be taking some powder and I'm going to be setting the areas in which I get the most oily. If it's your first day of school and you're trying this, I would probably hold off on trying it because you wouldn't want to try anything new on your first day of school. Put that right here. This is the Maybelline powder in the shade Medium Deep. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation and I'm going to apply that. This is in the shade Expresso. Just apply that. A lot of things are going to be changing around my house for this school year. I have a sister who is going to be a senior, and then I have two sisters who are going up to college. So it's going to be very different. I'm just taking my beauty blender and blending it out. But I'm going to be online this semester, like I have been for the last year or so. So yeah, my first day is going to be on the computer. Shout out to all the people who are doing online schooling. It can be difficult sometimes because you miss the student-teacher interaction. It's harder to get feedback from your teacher when you're on campus. If you have a question, you can just seek out the teacher. When I have a question, I have to wait for the teacher to respond to my email, so that can get difficult. But I also like the flexibility of being online. Like, I can work, and there's a lot of independence that comes with being online too. So yeah, I'm taking 15 credit hours. Hope I don't die. Now I'm taking my all-time favorite drugstore concealer. It's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe. And I'm just gonna highlight with this. So yeah, my sisters and I got back from a missions trip like 2 days ago, and The jet lag is still real. I was up at 5 this morning and like wide awake, ready to go. But I know I'm gonna crash at like 4 p.m. today. I just have to make myself stay up so I can get back on this time zone. Cause in Poland they're 6 hours ahead. Now I'm gonna set the concealer using the same Maybelline Fit Me powder. For my contour, I'm taking my NYX contour kit and I'm taking the darkest shade. I'm gonna carve out my cheekbones with that. My sisters and I had such a great time in Poland. We went last year as well. And every year that we go, we fall in love with the country more and more and the people. So much happened. I think I'm gonna make a whole video dedicated to our experience. I'll have my sisters in it too. Yeah, it was a mission trip, so it wasn't just for pleasure. We were helping serve people in the different communities that we were going to. So yeah, we went to Łódź and Tomashev and Zakoszeli. It was a beautiful country. For blush, I'm just taking the only blush that I really use. It's the Wet n Wild one in the shade, what? It's some French name. And I'll have it down in the description below, but it's a nice peachy blush. I really love this routine for school because when I'm just doing it for myself, it takes about 10 minutes, the skin does. The longest part for me are the eyebrows, because eyebrows make or break the look. Now I'm going to set my skin with the e.l.f. Mist and Set. Now I'm going to take a break from the face and work on my eyes. This eyeshadow look is really basic because when I'm going to school, I don't have time for cut creases or halo eyes or stuff like that. So it's basically just 2 eyeshadows, but I'm taking my eyeshadow primer and I'm priming my eyes. I remember when I was on campus and first getting into makeup, I would skip this step and by the end of the day my eyeshadow would be gone. So I recommend priming your eyes before eyeshadow. Now for my eyeshadows, I'm using this Morphe palette. I think this is the 35N palette, and I'm just going to be taking this orange shade as my transition color on a fluffy brush from Wet n Wild and putting it all over my crease very quickly. Next, I'm taking this brown shade right here and I'm gonna blend it out all over my lid. Now I'm just taking the brush that I used to apply my transition color and I'm just blending both of the colors together so there are no harsh lines. Now, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but you can just put on mascara and be done with your eyes. But I'm going to take these Ardell Whiskey lashes and I'm going to pop those on my eye. While I wait for my lash glue to dry, I'm going to work on my lower lash line. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Nude Eye Kohl Pencil and I'm applying to my waterline. Now I'm just going to take this small detailer brush and I'm going to be going in with the same eyeshadows I put on my eyes. Alright, now that the lash glue is tacky. I'm gonna pop on my Ardell's. For mascara, I'm taking my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I'm gonna apply it to my top and bottom lashes. I'm gonna be taking my Maybelline strobing liquid in the shade medium. It's my first time using this product, and I'm gonna try applying it with my fingers, and if I don't have that looks, I'll follow up with my beauty blender. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I thought that would be too light. That's really pretty. For my lips, I'm going to be taking two Colourpop shades, and I'm going to be taking the shades Embellish and Deeper. I'm going to be putting them on my lips.